Hello, good evening. Sorry, good
Hello.
morning.
Hello.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, that's nice to hear you. Um, I hope it is Ishan or Tabitha.
Yes.
Okay, that's great. So there is one more student need to be joined, and we can wait for 1 minute. And yeah, so we are meeting for the first time, right? Can you give your a little introduction about yourself?
Um, my name is Isha, and I'm 10 years old.
Okay. So in which city you are living in?
I'm Loughborough. It's a small town.
Okay. So like you're from UK?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So we can get started. And is your math favorite topic or least favorite?
I think it's my one of the least favorite.
Okay. Okay, then you might face some difficulty over there. Like at which point, oh, this math is really not good. So at which point you feel this? Like
Um, I
during,
think I think I'm good with maths, but I don't like it.
oh, okay, you have a great skill, but you didn't like. Yeah, that makes sense. Right, Isha. So if you turn your video on, that will be good. Okay, and let's get started. Hope you are ready with your notebook and pencil.
Yeah.
Right. Let's get started. And here, tell me if you can see my screen.
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna start with the geometry and some previous year questions. So the basic concept quickly we will recall. Since you're very good at math, I think uh, you will easily get it. So what are 2D shapes? 2D
They're
shapes.
like they're like shapes
Yeah, they
that
are
are
shapes. Hmm.
which that are not like 3D. 3D means like cylinders or something doubled, something
Yes.
like that.
Yeah,
They're
it's a
just
flat.
flat.
Yeah, perfect. Very good. That's a perfect word. It is a flat. And 2D means two dimension. To make this figure, we need two dimensions. So one is length, the other is width. If you have this two dimension, we can make a 2D shape. And there will be no height. If there is a height, it's 3D, and we will learn that separately. And these are the some just a second. Yeah. So these are some 2D shapes which are regular. So what is it regular? And particularly we can see, call them as polygons. Poly means many. Gun means we mean angles or sides. So many sided shape is called polygon and it should be closed. For example, triangle, square is a four-sided polygon, pentagon three-sided. So if I give you five side, you can make many polygons, like not only one kind. There is many kind can be formed. But regular means all angles have to be equal and all sides have to be equal. That one will have a special suffix called regular 2D shapes. Got it? And
Yeah.
these are the names. So six-sided mean hexagon, seven-sided it's a heptagon, eight-sided it's octagon, nine-sided polygon we call it as nonagon and decagon. So maximum we can just go on and on, but till 10-sided polygon, be familiar with the words, the names. Okay,
Okay.
right. And 3D shapes, yes, you have mentioned it before. So 3D shapes means extra thing. It will have a height, also length, width, particularly height. So if I make place an object on the table, it will be raised something above the table, right? So some what height will be increased. That is a 3D shape. So three dimension length, width, and weight. So unlike two dimensional shapes. In 3D shapes, what we have the thickness or height, we will say. So in this 3D shapes, we have some terms which are faces, edges, and vertices. Okay, so let's get deep into that. These are some 3D shapes that we can see: cuboid, sphere, pentagonal prism, cone, cuboid, and then again a cylinder, triangular prism, and pyramid. Okay, so this is kind of 3D shapes. Everything have a height, right? So it is not like a flat thing. And some curved things I can see. Some of them are like very straight, very flat faces, not curved faces. So here we have two things. That is faces. We have to count the faces and the corners where the line segments meet. That is called uh, vertices, we will say. And those lines, we call it as edges. And then faces, right? So when you see this cube pentagonal prism, front, you can see a rectangle. Top, you can see a pentagon. So that is called face. And let's get into the next part, area. So area is very simple. Um, Okay, if I want to color this entire my window means I have to shade it. I have to take a color and just shade it all over this inside the rectangle. So area is something you're going to color something or you're going to fill a shape with something, that is area. So this total space taken up by that 2D shape. Okay, and mainly we are focusing on square and rectangle. Area of square is A times A. What is this A means? It's the square have a side, right? So side multiplied by itself. This will give you area, and for every time you find area, you should mention square units. And then rectangle, it's length times width, which is 5 times 3, 15 square units. Quite simple. Next one, perimeter means it's not like area. So I'm not going to consider the space. I will just consider what is the total boundary length. Boundary means the okay, the shape is formed. The boundary lines is the line which run around the shape. So that length is called perimeter. And perimeter, no need of square units and all, just copy the unit. And for perimeter of square, it's 4A units, 4 times A. Side is given, so you just multiply with 4. And perimeter of rectangle is okay, I will cross 2 times. I will just cover double the length and double the width, right? So it's 2 times L plus B. Okay. So before moving into the previous year question, so far we discussed 2D shapes and 3D shapes. What's the main key differences between them? And then also we see area and perimeter formula for square and rectangle. Do you have any questions or you want to note anything?
No.
Okay. Just a second. I will draw a figure. So you just tell me. Okay, this is length. This is breadth. How will you find area of this rectangle? Okay, adjust this rectangle. It's not perfect, but yeah. How will you find the area?
Two.
No, this is L, this is B.
Okay. Oh, area. You would shade it in.
Yeah, this one. Oh, wait a moment. This is the rectangle. Oh, I want to shade it. Okay, let me. So if you want to find this inside portion area, how will you find it? Will you add L and B or will you multiply L and B?
Multiply.
Perfect. L times B is area and its square units. Okay. For the same, maybe I can take some stuff. Okay. This is a rectangle thing. And I'm going to find perimeter of this. Okay, how will you find perimeter? This is L. This is width. How will you find the perimeter?
Would you two time two
2 times?
L times by width, length times by width.
Yeah, L plus width. Okay.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
2 times L plus width. Cool. And next one, let's take a square. Maybe I can take the same figure. Square thingies. Okay, for this square, I'm going to give you the side. You directly give me area. The side is 5 units. 5 meter, let it be. And this is also 5 meter. So this is also 5. So what is the area? Area of square?
So would you add up would you add up these two and put the 2 more 5s here and then add them all together?
Yeah, I will multiply 2 5s together. Whatever the side
Yeah.
given, we need to multiply them. So what is 5 times 5?
25.
Yeah, that's simple. And one more thing, square, whatever the unit, they give the unit as M, right? So you put SQ. SQ means square. For area, it's the must. We need to mention SQ. And next part is, let's take again a square. Let's find, this is 10 centimeter or 10, yeah, 10 centimeter. What is perimeter of the square? How will you find the perimeter?
You would
Equals,
do 10 times by length and width.
no, that is for square. For perimeter of, that is for rectangle. Perimeter means all the sides are same 10, right? In square, all
Okay,
sides
10 times by 10.
10 times 10 or 4.
10.
How many 10 I
4,
can see?
sorry.
Yeah, that's
4.
great. 4. So perimeter means count the number of sides and multiply by the side. So 4 times 10.
40.
Yeah. And what unit? Just copy the unit. No need to add square here. Just centimeter. And we got it right. Okay. Okay, right. So that's simple. Now we can get into the previous year problem. So here, a pattern is made using 4 of these tiles. What tile? So there is a 7 or there is a rectangular thing is given, right? This is the slide which they have provided. And using this, so they put 1 and then they put 1 cross, then straight, then cross. So they form this particular figure. What is the perimeter of the outer edge of the design? Like outer edge, I made a design using this tile. I took 4 tiles and make a design. So perimeter we need to find. Also, we need to find, yeah.
Would you do this is 7, this is 7, 14, and this is 3, 14, 17. This is also 3, 20, and this is 7. No, I'll do it again, sorry. This line would be 7, 3, 7, 3, 7, 3, 7, and 3. So I'll add them all together. 7 plus 3, 10, 20, 30, 40.
Okay, let's check the answer. And perfectly, you're right. You didn't even do these many calculations. You just apply the logic, you solve it in your mind. That's really great, Isha. Super. Very good. And next question, the same question we have. What is the perimeter of the square? Left empty in the middle. In the middle, we can spot a small square, right? What could be that perimeter? You want to try?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could be 1 centimeter, and that could be 4 centimeters.
4, 4, 4, 4, all 4, right?
Yeah.
So what it could be?
4 centimeters, I think.
Okay, let's check. Oh, this first question answer is 16. So 4 times 4.
Oh.
One side is 4. Again, 4 times 4 we need to do. Okay. So it's 16.
Okay.
You're almost close, but that's a great thing. You solved this previous year question, so you are on the track. Cool. So next one, we can see one more question in this part. A rectangle has a length of 50 millimeter and has the same area as a square with side 70 millimeter. Oh, there's a rectangle, there's a square, and something is given, something is missing. So what we need to find is perimeter of the rectangle. Okay, so let's draw the diagram. A rectangle has a length of 50 millimeter. Let's draw that first. Take a rectangle. Okay, how much millimeter does it have? Length is 50 millimeter. So we can go with this 50 millimeter. Also, we have one square. Okay, the square has, let me get back to the question. Square has side 70 millimeter. Yeah, so side wherever you see, you can just put it. $70 millimeter. And yeah, we can go with that. 50 times. Okay, then what is the question? These are the things given. Rectangle has length and has the same area. Rectangle have and square have the same area. So we know how to find. Here length is missing. Let me name it as L itself. So area of rectangle is equal to area of square. So area of rectangle is length times width, right? Okay, this is width actually. So width times 50 equal area of square. How will you find? 70 with itself 70. That's it. When we solve, we will get it. So with this, okay, 7 times 7 is 49 and copy the 2 zeros. And 50 will go to the denominator. Cancel the zeros. 490 by 5, we need to divide. 490 divided by 5. 9 times 5 is 45. 3 and 0. 5 times 6 is 30. And that's it. This is 0, right? And quotient is the answer, 96.
Okay.
Fine.
Yeah.
So calculate the perimeter of the rectangle. So we need to get into perimeter. 96. Okay, perimeter, if you got length and this, you can just find it. 96 plus 50 multiply by 2. That's simple. So you will get, oh wait, here for 8 will come. This is 40. Okay, 98 plus 50. Perimeter is simple. Add the length and breadth and multiply by 2. Which is, okay, it's quite, okay. So 98 and 50 is going to be 148 times 2. It's 296. And copy the unit millimeter. Got it?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's simple. And now we can get into the next question. So this is the answer we got. Okay. Tanya cut out a piece of card into rectangle. Do you like art and craft, like doing cutting something and
Yeah.
making something? Oh, wait.
Yeah.
So what is the recent DIY you did?
What?
Any DIY craft, like do it by yourself without parents' help. Sometimes we will try on our own, right?
Yeah.
Any craft? Did you try anything recently?
Yeah.
What is that?
Um, I made a bookmark.
Cool. Okay, did you draw
Um,
it by yourself, like bookmark designing?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
so good. Okay. Right, let's get into this. So Tanya cut out a piece of cord into rectangles. Maybe it might be for a bookmark. You might also did the same rectangle, right? For
Yeah.
bookmark. Yes. The rectangle is twice as long as its wide. Okay, so the rectangle have length and width, I know, but they connect them with some words. They didn't give it directly. But area of rectangle is given. These are the only two clues. And using this, we need to find perimeter of the rectangle. Let's get into this. Take a rectangle. And then length, I don't know. L. Width, I don't know. But area, I know it is 128 square units. Getting back to the question. Rectangle is twice as long as wide. So see, uh, this will make more sense because length is longer part, width is smaller part. Length is twice as smaller as width. So you can write length is twice means what? 2 multiply. And then width. So you can replace your length as 2 times width. And perimeter of rectangle is so simple now. If you find the width, then you can find it with width and length. Okay, then area is given, right? How can I use this? How will you find area of a rectangle? Length times width is your area, 128. And we have, just a second. Okay, yeah. So wait. I know L can be replaced with 2 times W. Now I have only one variable, W. So W times W is W square equal 128 by 2. And we need to divide 128 and 2, which is 6 2s are 12, 8, 4 2s are 8, remaining 0. So W square is 64. Now, what is this W square? I have to multiply a number with itself and I should get 64, right?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that is what square means. So 64 can be written as 8 square and I want W only. So cancel the square, you will get W equals 8. Finally, we got the width. And so width is 8 means length is double the width, which is 16. And perimeter is now so simple. Perimeter is 2 times L plus B, L plus W. So add them 16 and 8 is 24 and multiply them with 2. It's 48 centimeters. That's it. Do you get it?
Yes.
Okay, that's simple it is. And we can get into 3D shapes now. Okay, can you name these 3D shapes found in the environment? I will show you one by one. You're going to say it. Ready? Okay, this one. These are
Dice.
dice. Okay.
Yeah. A ball.
Yeah, ball. And what shape it is? It's spear. And this one.
It's a measuring cup which looks like a cylinder.
Yeah. So look like a cylinder. Great. Next one.
This is a bin which also is a cylinder.
Yeah. This one.
A box
Yes.
which is a prism.
Great. It's a prism.
Yeah.
And the last one.
Tape which
Yeah, it is a
looks
tape.
a bit like a cylinder.
Yeah,
A mini cylinder.
yeah, mini cylinder. Great. And 3D shapes, we already seen that it have length, width, and height, and thickness, depth. So here we have some features like faces, edges, and vertices. And here. So these are the 3D shapes. Tetrahedron. What is this tetrahedron? Your base will be triangle. From all the three corners, if you tie a thread tightly at one point, that will form a tetrahedron. Base is also triangle. All the four sides is also triangle. That is tetrahedron. Cuboid, it's like a box, like a shape. And this icosahedron, it have many sides. All are looking like a triangle. And torus, cube, sphere, hemisphere, triangular prism, ellipsoid, octahedron. And here also we can differentiate. Some of them only made up of straight lines. Some of them are curvy. For example, sphere, hemisphere, torus, and ellipsoid. Right? Let's get deep into it. This is my cone, right? You might have spotted this in birthday cap cone or ice cream cone.
Yeah.
This count is important. Edges, how many edges means how many lines you can see, but visually we can see two lines, but it's considered as a one line. Vertex is one corner point we can see. Faces is the curved face is one, other than the flat face is one. And cylinder have two edges, and faces is two. The curved face is this one, and top and bottom, these are other two faces. Next one is sphere. No edge, no vertex, just face. That is the speciality of sphere. And prism we have, and this is important. A cuboidal prism have 12 edges, 8 corners, and 6 faces. Next one for cube is also same, but it looks little compressed. And what do you think the last shape would be? Pyramid.
Pyramid.
So in this pyramid, edges is 8. So edges are lines. So bottom have 4 lines. The slanting lines are 4, totally 8. Corners, bottom 4, top 1, 5. Face is also 5. That's it. And mainly the 3D shapes are divided into polyhedrons and curved solid. So only made up of line segments means polyhedron. If it have curvy faces, combination of curvy and lines means we call it as curved solids. So these are the things. These are polyhedrons, only lines. And curved solids means it will have a smooth circular base, and then curvy surface will be there. Sphere, cone, cylinder are one such example. And the formula we have to notice volume of a cube. Volume means like there is a cuboidal container, how much you can put into that, correct?
Yes.
So that is volume. So you multiply, cube have all sides equal, length, height, width, everything is same number. So you multiply them with itself 3 times, like 5 centimeter cube means 5 into 5 into 5. That's it. That is volume. Surface area, cube have 6 faces, top, bottom, left, right, front, back, totally 6 faces. So 6 times the edge length square. Okay. And okay, if it's a cube, that's easy. What if it's a cuboid? Everything will be different. Length is different, height is different, breadth is different. So volume is XYZ. Length into everything you need to multiply. And surface area means 2 times length and width, 2 times length and height, 2 times width and height. Everything will have a 2 in it. And cylinder, it's pi r square h. Okay. Do you know what is pi? This symbol called pi. I will zoom
I
it.
can't see it well.
Yeah, let me zoom it. This pi.
No, I haven't seen this.
Yeah, this is a famous irrational number. This, if you try to express this is a notation for it, because we can't even end this number like 3.14, and it is going on and on. Still, the researchers are finding how many digits it will have. So that is Pi Day also. That is June 23. Sorry, July 23. That particular day, every day it is defined as a pi day, right? And this is area of curved surface, 2 pi r h. Area of each end is like circle, right? Circle area is pi r square. Total surface area is this 2 pi r h and 2 circles r square. So we can get into previous year question. I think we can solve this. Which name describes the following 3D shape? What do you think? Prism, pyramid, or it's your choice. So just give a try.
Neither of these.
Okay, that is one of this actually. Is either one or two.
It,
Prism or
it's
pyramid.
prism.
Oh,
It's a
great.
prism.
Yeah, perfect. Let's quickly say the types of prism. Whatever you put a base, that is that. So if you make the base as triangle, so two triangle, you just keep it and then connect the respective vertices. Triangular prism. If you make the base square, square prism. If you make the rectangle as a base, rectangular prism. So pentagonal, hexagonal, and octagonal prisms there. Whatever is your base, just add that with prism. And pyramid also we have whatever your base. If you have rectangle as a base for a pyramid, it's a rectangular pyramid. So only one base, and I will all the edges line will start and it will meet at a point. Triangular pyramid, rectangular pyramid, square pyramid, all these stuff. Okay, so the prism is correct, and particularly it is a pentagonal prism. Your choice is correct. Um, that's simple, and we can get into this. Saint Hug School. Okay, can you read this question?
Saint Hoch School Hall is in the shape of a large box or cuboid. The area of the floor is 200 meters squared. The area of one of the side walls is 150 meters squared, and the area of an end wall is 48 meters squared. What is the height of the hall in meters?
Okay, let's start. Okay, there is a hall. Area of the floor is given. One wall is given. And an area of the end wall is also given. Okay, what is the height of the hall in meters? This is quite tricky. Let's get into the whiteboard. Okay, so three rectangles, one is floor and two walls is given. So we have to make what? Length into width is equal to, first one, what they give. It's your choice. So different combination, LWH, you make different combination, 200. The area of the floor. Area of the floor is, wait. Okay, 4, you can mention length and width, which is 200 meter square. Oh, my toes bad. Okay, anyways, adjust this. And next one, area of one of the side wall. Wall will be standing, right? So it will be, there will be width and height. Standing thing is height. This thing is. So standing means, so I will take a wall. For sure, h should be there. And with the time h is equal to whatever they give, 150 they have given. So 150 meters square. And then end wall is one more end wall. Again, end wall comes means height is important. because wall is standing. So this times use L times H is equal to 48 meters square. This is the only clue they have given. Actually three clues. What is the height of the hall in meters? Okay, let's solve. This is quite tricky, so just pay attention carefully. Listen this. I want H, so let me make W is equal to 200 by L. And what is W here? From this, W is equal to 150 by H. And we can equate these two, okay? Because both are W, 200 by L is same as 150 by H. And you cancel the zeros. 5 3s are 5 4s are. And then 4H is equal to 3L. Anyways, let it be H is equal to 3L by 4. Now, let me change the pen color. What's your favorite color? I can choose that.
Lilac.
What's okay? What color it is? I will just move. You just tell me. Is it a blue kind of thing?
It's really like purple.
Or purple, like this, right?
It's a bit lighter.
Okay. In India we call it as lavender color, you know. Do you know, have you ever seen the lavender flowers?
Yeah, I've heard of the lavender color as well.
Oh, okay. So you mean different color, I think. So anyways, let's
Yeah.
stick to this. Almost kind of a purple. Okay, the problem doesn't end. H is equal to 3L by 4. And what is L? 48 by H. Oh my God. So let's substitute 48 by H for L. H is equal to 3 by 4 times. In place of L, you put 48 by H. And take the H there. H square is equal to 12 and you will get 36. So H will be, like H square means H into H, right? 36 means 6 into 6. So my H is equal to 6. H is height and height equals 6. Got it?
Yeah.
So that's simple. 3D shapes and how to deal with mostly this volume formula and all these stuff we can use. Okay, we have only 15 minutes to go. Let's go with the perfect question. Okay, before moving into that, uh, yeah. So this is a very simpler question. How many 2 cross 2 cross 2 centimeter cubes can you fit into the box below? Imagine you have a very big box like this and you have some small cubes in your, like you made as a craft. How many you can put into the box? So we will fill and check, but using mathematical stuff, let's see how to do. Filling inside means its volume, right? So it's a 3D shape and filling inside its volume. Volume of boxes, just multiply all the length, height and width. So this is your length 10, 20 and 6. So multiply everyone. 10 times 20 times 6. Okay. And volume of the small pieces that we're going to put it inside. We are going to put cube and volume of cube is, I forget it. So it's 2 into 2 into 2. Just multiply everything. 2 into 2 into 2. And you just divide them. Number of cubes is equal to 10 into 20 into 6 divided by 2 into 2 into 2. Okay, now it's easy to do. 1 times 2 is 2. 5 times 2 is 10. 1 times 2 is 2. 10 times 2 is 6. 1 times 2 is 2. 3 times 2 is 6. So all are get cancelled. Now we got 5 times 10 times 3. What is 5 times 10? Easy peasy
50.
answer. Yeah. Then 50 times 3.
150.
That's great. So in that box, if you make the small cubes, 150 small cubes you can put into them. So find volume
Okay.
of bigger thing and find volume of smaller thing, divide them. Yeah, you are about to tell something, Isha. Can you tell that
I
again?
wasn't.
Okay, you was.
I wasn't.
Okay, let's see the last concept. And then if we have a time, we can play a little game. Okay, this is like a puzzle. You have to move one stick of this equation and make it true.
Okay. 5
One
plus
stick.
7. Remember that. This one?
Yeah, which one? In 5 or plus symbol or equal symbol?
Unequal symbol.
Okay, if I remove 1, I will get 5 plus 7 minus 2. Oh, 7 minus 2 equals 5. It will be right. 7, and if you remove 1 equal symbol, 7 minus 2, which is 5.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we need to change one more sign. Anyways, that's a good try. And a branch of mathematics is the study of size, shape, position, angle, dimension. This is all about geometry. Now we know 3D shapes. But when you're making the art and craft, now you will cut the things and then you fold it up to make a new stuff. That is called net of a shape. So for 3D shape, we have a net, which is called geometry net. It will be flat, and if you fold it accordingly, you will get a nice 3D shape.
Oh, yeah. I've
That's
made those before.
oh cool. For which shape? Like for all
A cube.
cube? Great. So net of a cube is an important thing for cube. We have 6 faces like base and then front, back, left side, right side, and top. Okay, let's see this thing. Okay, there are so many patterns. Like we have 11 patterns we can make, and everything will give you the cube. Let's see. Pattern 1. It is open, right? If I close, let me check is 3D is formed. Yeah, so when I close, a perfect cube is formed. So this is one pattern. Okay. I can make it back. So second pattern. Let me fold it. Will a 3D shape formed here? Yes, we can. So similarly for all, let me check for the, oh, T-shape pattern is also, let's check how it will be formed. That's super cool. Easy win. Let's see the last pattern. Like a Z shape, right? And this is very important. Yes, we can make it. We can make it. And the problems will be not like this. It will be little difficult. Yeah. So for cuboid, this is the net. 54 different nets are possible for just the cuboid.
Wow.
And for cylinder, 2 different nets. One is like this. The circles are in the middle, the circles are at the end. And the net of a square based pyramid is like this. Faces, edges, and vertex. The last one, net of a prism will be like this. Okay, let's get into the previous year question. What is the perimeter of this shape in centimeter? Perimeter is like you just walk along the edge. That's simple.
Yeah.
You want. Okay, I can't access it. Anyways. So when I walk like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So you have to start from one end and you have to start your journey all through that. You need to go back at the same place. So do you remember the count that I have stopped with? Is it 13 or 14?
14.
Yeah, you're correct. So the perimeter is 14 centimeter. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Then how many lines of reflective symmetry does the shape have? Reflective symmetry means like remember like you are standing in front of a mirror. Okay. So in mirror, what will be reflecting? Your image, exactly how we are looking, but just in an opposite way, right? You will be facing northwards, it will be facing the opposite direction. So in this kind of shape, a reflective symmetry means I will draw some line. Over the line, the image will be cut into two parts, like butterfly is the best example. So butterfly, have you ever seen this?
Yeah.
So it's beautifully made, right? It's symmetrical body and lot of the natural things will be like that. Okay, coming to this particular question, does it looking like a symmetry? Can I draw a line so that it will be cut into two equal parts, exactly equal parts, or no?
Yeah. It could be.
Yeah, so we will get confused with this because, yeah, so middle we have 4, so we can cut 2, 2, and above 1, below 1. That's the problem. If this particular thing is below, then we can make, yeah, symmetrical line is possible. But actual answer is no. No symmetrical line is possible. Let me show you why. Horizontal line, if I draw like this and you try to fold it up, one will not overlap with the other. So it's not symmetrical. Okay, vertically, if I try to draw something, and when you try to fold up, one square is on above and that doesn't have any pad. One square is on below, that doesn't have any pad. So that's why it is not possible here too. Okay. So there is no lines of symmetry. So when you have the paper exam, right, you can just fold and check. It's quite easy. Or you can use the ruler and check if there is a symmetrical thing or not. Whenever we got confused, we can use that. Okay. So hope you get this net of 3D shapes.
Uh,
Yeah. So next
yeah.
question. Okay. Identify the following shapes from their nets. This is also a previous year question. See how easy the question is. Imagine you're going to fold all the things and
This
yeah.
this would be a pyramid, and this would be a triangular prism.
Okay. First one is perfectly right. It's a pyramid. Second one is the prism family. But what is the base? I think you mentioned, can you repeat it? Maybe I might missed it out.
Triangular prism.
Yes, it's a triangular prism. That's great. Let's check the answer anyways. Yeah, it's a pyramid. And particularly you can say it is a square based or rectangular base. And you know that, right? And this is
Yeah.
correct. Triangular, also it's prism. Well done. So that's what we have covered today, like 3D shapes and 2D shapes. Okay, I'm going to ask you a few questions. Okay,
Okay.
so in we did some animation stuff, right? In net of a cuboid, so flat shape to back to the 3D shape,
Yeah.
correct? Do you know how many patterns that have like 1, 2, 3? Few only we tried, but total patterns. Did you notice that?
10,
Okay, you're very close. It's a
11.
yeah, 11 patterns of cubical net we have. The same thing for cuboid, like cuboid is quite bigger number and it's still 2 digit. You might not know. I didn't stretch that particularly, but if you have noticed, you can tell me. Cuboid.
I think it has 54.
That's great. Super. Exactly, it's 54. And next is cylinder.
2.
Yeah, 2. That's perfect. And we can recall the starting topic also, that what we have learned, area and perimeter, right? I will tell you, I will describe something. You have to tell me, okay, in this case, should I find area or perimeter? Ready? Okay, you are making a photo frame and you want to decorate your photo frame on the edges. So what should you do? You are working on perimeter or you are working on area?
Area.
Okay. So it is actually boundary means, like, I mean edges means boundary. So if you're working on
Oh,
boundary line, yeah, it is perimeter. Okay. Fencing is one more example. Garden fencing, something fencing, we won't put it all over the spaces that we have. Only in our boundary we will make it. So boundary length is called perimeter. And so that's simple. And yeah, one more question. Cube have how many faces? Face, like front, back, left, right.
6.
Yeah, perfect. Cuboid.
6.
Okay, that's great. And 3D shapes only made up of line segments. This is the last question. 3D shapes only made up of line segments. We have a special name for it. Like 2D we call polygon. Like in 3D it's a poly.
Um,
Okay, polyhedron or polydimension.
the first one.
Okay, actually it's a polyhedron. So only made up of line segments. If some curvy faces are coming up, right, we call it as curved solid. Okay,
Okay.
right. And do you have any questions or doubts? Anything to say?
No.
Okay, Isha. So that's great to interact with you. I think we can meet in next class then. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Bye bye. Keep learning.
Bye.